What's going down, Jamie? Perfect timing. No, I was gonna see if it would fill without me. I'm probably gonna do grades a little early if people are down for it. Still feeling a little sick, but we're gonna push through. There we go. Just don't draft anybody stupid. Let's do it. Yeah. Let's get Brown in the chat hopefully soon, and he'll tell us every time that he does. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, we draft obviously with a lot of the same people, I mean, couple of the studs like Brown and who else in here? K2 Pinton. I mean, dude, these guys are in Cali Gym, an insane Acro Van. I mean, dude, an insane amount of leagues as of now. So everybody knows who everybody likes, at a certain point. What up, Brown? What up, Big Bando? So let's see. So like Dave Jr., dude. I mean, he's in a shitload. If you haven't seen his name, I mean, you will soon. Yeah, I mean, he's in an insane amount. Warhammer, he does some Dynasty. I think this is like his second or third that he's done with us. So yeah, somewhat new to the tourney. Pathetic Stoner, he's getting in a bunch. Yeah, I think over the last month, I mean, he's done a lot. 49ers 22. I mean, dude, that's 49ers Dan. He's in a shitload as well. What up, Corey? No, I'm not in this draft. It ended up filling without me needing to jump in, but I'm still kind of feeling a little sick. So we're probably not going to stream the entire draft. And so if I'm not drafting, I could do grades a little earlier. Woo woo. And dude, K2. And Corey, thanks for jumping on the vertical stream as well. Uh-oh. Auto from K2. And Pepino, what up? Got pick 9 in my 12 teamer. Got to see what people are doing. Said haven't won, came in second back to back. Man, we got to switch that. If you're not subscribed on my TikTok, make sure you subscribe because, dude, I mean, this is the spot where you're going to win these championships, man. I don't know. Well, no. In just whatever league he's talking about. So I'm assuming his home league. And he said May at ninth. Nah, yeah, but so I guess I'm just assuming your league is a single quarterback. So you'll notice you guys like Josh Allen, Drake May. I'm sure we'll see some other ones coming up here soon in the second and third round. That's the biggest difference is quarterbacks go sooner because you can start two. Corey said, "Do you not do countdown on your show anymore?" Nah, I just jump right into it because I like one of the things that I noticed is like a lot of people would jump in and then like they would leave before the countdown's over. So yeah, it just wasn't kind of a little counterintuitive there. And it's just more of me paying attention and realizing shit and not caring if anybody's in the chat the second that I start. Because I think that's also a reason why people like doing it, like not, wanting to talk to themselves, but people jump in fast. Dude, I mean, one thing that I'll say about Acro is, man, he loves his quarterbacks. Man, I feel like he drafts quarterbacks to influence the entire draft. Well, that's why he says he does it. because the quarterbacks are going to score the most if you hit right. But, then you also got to hit right on your depth pieces as well. And shout out to Nick Von B. What up, bro? He said, "What up, 420 crew? Puff puff pass." He said, "I'm just popping in to see what's going on, but I'm calling in early night." All right, for sure, bro. Hope you're doing better, man. Hope you're doing better. Let's go. Shout out to TJ. What up? What up, bro? And of course, I can vouch for Alex. He's helped me so much, so many years that he even told me what guys to start last year when I faced him in the championship. Yep. And guess what? He fucking beat me. He fucking beat me with my own advice. But see, I mean, but that just shows, I'm not a pussy when it comes to giving advice because I want to beat your team at your best. Like there's so, if we go, like the days of the league when it was just, we're just in a home league and maybe a work league and everyone's lying to each other, to make sure you fuck up. I got a reputation to protect. So, that's my rep. It doesn't matter if you're playing me or not. I still give unbiased advice. And shout out to the paw. Yeah, and Ricky he's on TikTok. He said, "Who the fuck takes Caleb Williams that high?" It's because it's a super flex league. I bet in a lot of super flex leagues he goes in the first or high second round. But I'm assuming you're just used to the single QBs, is what I'm assuming. And Don Julio said, "We drafting already, bro. I'm glad you found me because we've been drafting since February, man. This is a best ball tournament. There's no management, so we do this in addition to all the normal, redraft leagues that we do." And the professor said drafting T Law isn't going to make people want to draft QBs. You ain't lying, bro. But watch what he does with his third and fourth pick because he's done it a few times. I mean, I'm not gonna like shout it out, but just watch. Uh oh. Oh, dude, and he dropped to the 212. That hasn't happened too often. You could thank Acro for that, right? Couple extra QBs might have been drafted because of him. I mean, that's seven total QBs drafted in the top 2 rounds. Sometimes we don't see that. There you go. Lock it in because yeah. As long as he plays week 17, right? Like I think that's why a lot of people don't want to draft him is like how many years is he going to miss week 17 when, it's most important. And Riki said people sleeping on Purdy. I mean, you'll see him drafted soon. He usually goes in the third or fourth round in these drafts. Yeah, I mean, I don't even think I've seen him make it to QB 15. He's mostly taken as a top 12 guy. And Kaysen, I'm not drafting today. I'm feeling a little sick, so I'm probably going to bow out a little early. But I don't know if you can hear Jamie, who's talking to me. He's on YouTube with me. He's the number one pick, though. And Don said Tootin season. I'm a little torn on Tootin because I feel like I don't like. I feel like the closer we get to redraft, the higher and higher he's gonna go. And I like even look at ETN. Like man, like I mean, people hated him a lot of weeks, even in his better seasons. Brown said the amount of times I've random. Uh, yeah. Brown said the amount of times I've randomly double tapped IDP on the end to see if everyone will draft their first their first IDP after. He said, and then they go heavy flex after. Yeah, I mean, I remember there was one of these drafts. I can't remember which one, but I swear someone started taking IDP in the 7th round, and they just kept going to see if they could influence. And no, it just didn't work out that way. It didn't work out that way. TJ said I was able to stack Allen and Moore and Stafford and Adams in the slow draft. Nice, nice, solid. Shout out to Cali Jam. What up, bro? And Kaysen on TikTok. I'm not drafting in this one. I'm just doing the we're just doing the play by play on this one. But if you hear the other guy talking, that's Jamie. He's with me on YouTube. He's the number 1 pick. Hey, there goes Drew in the house right now. That's Acrovan at the 12th spot. We're just talking about you. Yeah, that's crazy. He said he loves all the QB hate. And Drew, come to the other. Drew, click the after you make your picks, click the link in the league chat so you can come to the stream where everybody's in. You're on the cell phone stream, which isn't bad, but you won't hear Jamie, and most people are in the other one also. And Cole World said, damn, I missed this one. All good, bro. We're back at it tomorrow. Might even have 2 drafts tomorrow. There's been a couple days recently where we've had 2 drafts in the same day. And Caden said, what's the difference from best ball and redraft? So the main difference is with best ball, you draft and it's kind of set it and forget it. The app puts your highest scoring players in your starting roster based on what they score. So that's the biggest difference is there's no management. This is a redraft league, meaning a single season league, but this is kind of like draft practice for the real savages. This is a $10 buy-in with a $10,000 projected first place prize. And the reason I'm saying projected is because it's probably going to be higher than that. Yeah. 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 That's why I said, get ready to watch the fireworks, bro. And Don Julio said, would you keep Jefferson over CMC in a keeper league? It really, I mean, the easy answer is yes, but it also depends on your scoring system, like as well, the different just your settings in general. If it's just a normal default league, yeah, man, I'm keeping Jefferson. And Cook said how we feel about Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love is going to be one of my guys like not to draft. And it's probably because he's going to be drafted in the first round of a lot of these leagues. So I mean that's my asterisk. Like I would not draft him in the first round. I don't even know if I'd draft him in the second round. And we're talking redraft, not dynasty, obviously. Mm-hmm. A lot of 12 teamers, that's going to be within the first 2 rounds because, I mean, there's not going to be for these default leagues, QBs aren't going in front of them. And in a single QB draft, where do you think like that RB14 lands? That's super flex or single QB? That's interesting because I mean, I don't know. That's what he's been going at in our super flex leagues. That's interesting. Could be. Could be. And Drew, he said, if only I could win 10K off the YouTube comments. Right? Yeah. But one thing that I will say, man, is you got to have the right horses as far as the QBs in week 17. But that also is the same for every other position. So we'll see how this all pans out. And Brown said I got 0 Burrow until yesterday. Now I got 2. I realized I've drafted too many of the same players. Try to mix it up. I feel it, bro. But what if you're right about the players that you drafted? What if your gut instinct and first thoughts were correct? That's why I always that's why it's tough second guessing myself now, because what if, I was right and then I don't draft those guys, I pass on those guys who ended up killing it. Like, that's the part that sucks. And Brown said, I remember when Crispy took Purdy in the second. I mean, that wasn't too long ago, right? Yeah, and Brown said Love going because he couldn't pass up on Henry. I mean, I think it's crazy that anybody would take Love over Henry. Like, I mean, when we're talking single QB, he said 3-5 where he went. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. And Don Julio said drafted same players as panned out in multiple championships in the same year. Yeah, yeah, I understand that. Like Brown, I think specifically is drafted, I think like close to 100 times just in this tournament. So when he talks about drafting the same player, he's not talking about in like 1 or 2 leagues. He's talking about like in maybe like a couple dozen leagues, or at least a couple dozen drafts. And Nick said, draft position aside, is there a strategy favor this year, like hero RB, zero RB, etc.? Nah, I mean, the more that I've been playing over 20 years. Well, I mean, this is like my 21st year. 2006 is when I've started. And I really feel like all these strategies are just cute for content, is really what it is. Like anybody who says going into this draft, I'm going to go hero RB, I'm going to go hero wide receiver, whatever. I think it's just for content, because like you don't win that way. You really don't. You got, yeah, that's for sure. And hold on really quick, Don Julio, after my Brown comment, he said, fuck. Yeah, dude, we're savages over here, bro. Hold your thought real quick. Aiden, it's because this is a super flex league, meaning you can start 2 quarterbacks. So it's basically a 2 quarterback league. That's why you see quarterbacks going everywhere earlier than they do in the single QB leagues. Go for it, Jamie. What up, Daniel Berry? Yeah. Yeah. I really feel like in redraft leagues, I mean, I want to get like 2 good running backs. I really don't like in redraft leagues. Do you even have to load up on running backs? Like, is it even smart? Like in these drafts that we're doing, you cannot add anybody. So that's why RB depth and top heaviness at the RB very important. But dude, the amount of RBs that end up on waivers throughout the season is insane. Wide receivers, the top heavy ones, I feel like are more important. Yeah. 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 The dude, the shit's so funny. And Nolan on TikTok, he's like, so if you can only start two quarterbacks, why does the 12th dude have four? great, great question. I'll, I'll answer for him, at least on the logical, part of why he would do that, why he's doing it. He said he zigs when everybody zags. But in best ball, you don't pick and choose who you start. Your players start based on how many points they score. So I guess that's not me, but my thinking is if he has four top end quarterbacks, that more often than not, he's going to have two quarterbacks scoring inside the top six, is what I think. So it's like trying to give yourself an edge at the position that scores the highest, is what I'm assuming in choosing right or them staying healthy, right? Because if Caleb finishes, I'm just using this as an example. I don't think this is going to happen. I'm just using this as an example. If Caleb finishes as a top 10 quarterback 11 or 12 weeks out of the 17, how many weeks is he going to sit on the bench? And I don't think he's going to do that. I'm just using that as an example. And Drew said bye weeks, injuries, bad matchups, O line problems. He said, give me 70 plus guaranteed. Yeah, I mean, and dude, in our scoring format, I mean, man, I mean, we've seen quarterbacks score in the 50 to 70 range by themselves if they like completely go off. Yeah, and Crispy, right on cue. He said, "Fuck the value. You play to win the game."
You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game.
And Brown said, "I feel like the value ends. I feel like the value the tight ends, just the value ends in the first few rounds for the RBs for sure." Said the ADP is all jacked up after that for sure. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I wonder when they're gonna do another big like refresh on the ADP because I know like it doesn't change all the time. I feel like maybe it's like once a month they do it, or I don't know, once every 90 days. Like I don't even know. Dude, if mock drafts influence the ADP, that would ruin some credibility with sleeper for me. Yeah. Yeah, but they still use MFL. They don't use sleeper solely. We're we're probably gonna have more drafts. We're probably gonna have more drafts on sleeper than they are. Ours has IDP though, so that's definitely affecting. And shout out to Jarrett. Shout out to the Houdat Nation on TikTok. What up, bro? Thanks for coming through. JD on TikTok. And Joe said ADP ain't shit. Yeah, I mean it's not. And I feel like ADP is just the jump off point, right? Because it gets to a certain point where like I'm drafting guys like way after whatever ADP we're on. And I feel like, yeah, it's like Brown said, maybe literally just in the first couple rounds, and that's it, where the ADP actually kind of like aligns it all. Dude, Rice at the 6'11. That's not bad. It's phenomenal. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wide receiver 20 he went at. And he's probably gone wide receiver around that a lot, but it's usually a lot faster or earlier, I mean. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it was wrong to take him as wide receiver 20. I'm just saying he's going earlier than that. Earlier than than the 6'11. He's usually going in like the fourth or the somewhere in the fourth or early fifth. I mean, I've seen him drop to the sixth round, but it's very rare. That's all I'm saying. And Joe, he said, traded my scat for a burden in a dynasty recently. Yeah, that's not a bad move at all. Not a bad move at all. Brown said he has Igbuka, but he went so early. A dude, that's Papa Tex, man. Yeah, I took him in the fourth over AJ Brown or over Nico, Olave, McConkey. Yeah. And it's usually assuming that's probably where he usually does go. I wonder if Papa Tex is a Bucks fan. Yeah. No. No. Dude. Hey. Well, there's some people who are so dumb that they only drink Coors Light so they know when their beer is cold enough to drink. Callie Jam said he's in dynasty mode. Yeah, totally could be. Totally could be. Yeah. And Joe said, is Igbuka this year's BTJ? Well, so every single year, I swear, okay, every single year, there's someone like BTJ who like does really good in one year, and then he's like a high second round draft pick, you know? And I don't think that's gonna be Igbuka. I don't think he's gonna go like second round in a lot of these drafts. I mean, even this one obviously a little different. He went in the fourth, but yeah, I don't think come redraft season that Igbuka is going to be going in the second. If he is, then yeah, he's definitely going to be this year's BTJ. But it's always like the guys who kill it as rookies, and if the play calling doesn't evolve and their skills don't evolve like at all, just their route running, their hands, their get off the line, all that, it's like, man, you're going to get dominated by these corners after a year of like tape now in the NFL. KDC said, I really think Coker steps up. Man, I don't know about Coker. He did have that really, really, really good game. That one where he just like shit all over the whole fantasy league. Like, man, but that was only one game though. Yeah, I don't want to treat my nose to any Coker this year. I'm nervous. Totally nervous about it. TJ said, look up Pepsi lawsuit about Mountain Dew and and a mouse. I dare you. What the hell? I almost don't want to. Give me the short version so I don't have to look it up. Brown said, "I'll be honest. I feel like Stroud could have a comeback year this year. I'm not trying to be results oriented from last year, but it would be shocking if he was a top 12 QB." Yeah, and I mean it without a lot of injuries, like it's even crazy to think that Caleb would be. I mean, I'm not Caleb. That Stroud would be in the in the top 12 contention. I just Nico has to stay healthy. Like, I mean, like if Nico, because they have, like, I know Higgins is on the come up and Noel's on the come up. And, like, if Tank Dell comes back, then you got another deep threat. But man, it's like everything works around Nico. And if he had like any help out there, he wouldn't be getting triple teamed every damn play. But yeah, it's kind of where we are with him. It sucks. But yeah, I have probably more Stroud than I'd like to admit in these tourneys. In this tourney, it's a good value, man. I mean, it's good value, man. Like that's, I feel like that's what ultimately wins these type of tournaments, right? Is like getting. I mean, that's what wins fantasy football in general. Is if you get the guys at value and they outperform, like crazy. But I feel like in a tournament like this, definitely like we saw like a couple years ago, it was the dude's like last three picks, that ended up cracking the starting lineup, because of what's it called? Because of tight end premium, Some of these some of the guys like Thule from last year in the IDP world who like had that 70-point game or whatever it was. Too bad that wasn't in week 17. That might have made some champions out of that pick, but it's really who can you draft late who ends up cracking that starting lineup. Joe said late RB is a risky strat this year. Yeah. Yeah. You're really gonna have to hit. Really gonna have to hit. Joe said Stroud's a poor man's Goff. You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. Good comp, right? And Drew, he said y'all were shitting. Y'all were shitting one day for taking Burden in the 6th round for weeks. Well, maybe. I know I was definitely saying that was early. But yeah, it's like the more time that goes. I mean, I did say it at the time. The more time that goes on, the higher and higher he's going to go because like the coach hype is getting out of control. Oh shit, Mountain Dew will dissolve a mouse in 28 days, no cap. I believe it, bro. And I mean, that's why Mountain Dew's like outlawed in other countries. Like America's the only country that could drink Mountain Dew. Crazy to think that. I've been drinking. Yeah, what's funny is I slowed down on Mountain Dew when they started talking about. I mean, this is like teenage years where it lowers your sperm count or whatever. I'm like, wait, I'm not gonna be able to get hard because of this. Like, not even correlating the two, but it's more like you keep drinking Mountain Dew every day, you're probably just gonna die. Like everything else is just a side effect of that. And Connor said, "Shach is this year's May." He said, "Look at what he did coming out of the bye." I mean, dude, I really hope that Shah and the play calling takes a step up. I mean, shit, they did the right thing by taking Tyson, getting more weapons out there for him and bringing over ETN. Just more weapons, make that offense better. Mhm. Yeah. And one thing that I think is going to keep him throwing the ball is their defense. It's not horrible, but it's not like not like they really made any moves to like improve much. Because even like bringing over Caden Ellis, but they also lost Demario Davis. So it's like they kind of didn't do anything to improve. I don't even know if they got anybody back on the line. I know they re-signed Cam Jordan, but he's getting up there, man. He's long in the tooth. Not really. No, I mean, I feel like he'll be a dynasty acquisition middle of the season when he gets hot as like depth. Maybe I mean maybe redraft also, but depends on how many linemen you actually start. Joe said Willis is my favorite QB two. Dude's a stud. Man, we'll see. Well, yeah, he's probably gotten a rough take on his landing spot and everything, but he's always been someone who it's like the legs have to make up for his arm. And he was always overhyped. Like, dude, I remember because the year he was drafted was the draft in Vegas, and I went to that draft, and I remember what's his name, Mel Kiper and the other dude saying that he was gonna get drafted like fifth or sixth overall. It's like, dude, that's insane. Where is it? Where is it?
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
He said Tua feels like this year's Daniel Jones. I mean, yeah, he's probably going to come out of nowhere in a few weeks. They got a good offense, man, but yeah, 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 right. And TJ said Sorbsy to Arizona would be entertaining. Yeah, but maybe like, where would he actually go where he could like not where he could compete, because I don't think in July you going to a team, you're not competing for the starting spot. But like, where could he actually compete for a backup spot and like legit like fantasy backup? Who are like we're waiting for that guy in front of him to get hurt or just outright suck. Because yeah, who else do they have on the Jets besides Geno? Okay, right. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's not going to be a blind bid though. It's literally going to be like an auction, and whoever it's going to go just like the NFL does it from worst to first. So whoever had the 101, they're going to get the first chance to bid, and the 102, and then so on. So if the 101 really wants them, you better put it's a 27 pick. That's what you gotta put up, and it'll make that pick a dead pick during the draft next year. But you'll be able to get him now. And I've told all the leagues that you have to be paid for 2027 before you can even bid, because I don't want someone like bidding and then like literally being like, oh no, I don't want to pay for it. That's not even fair. And you know, TJ said Willis could be this year's Daniel Jones. Huss hates him, but he ends up balling. And so Joe said, what were his stats last year? His stats were 2025 422 yards, 2 yards too high, And what was his rushing? And 123 yards rushing, and he threw for 5 touchdowns. No, he threw for 3 touchdowns, and he ran for 2 touchdowns. So 5 total touchdowns. And look at anything else, yeah. And see, even that see, is this even good for him? You tell me, Joe. But he played 4 games, 422 yards passing. So that's barely 100 yards per game passing. And then 123 yards rushing. I mean, what's that divided by 4? It's like 30 something 30 yards rushing like per game. Like they just got lucky. No, 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 no. Willis. Yeah. Brown said Klubnik from Clemson. I expect him to play at least 5 games. Maybe. Brown said Sorbsy would change that whole conversation. I guess that's what's kind of tough is because I guess I'm just more of a realist than a hype man because we could probably go through every draft since COVID just of the first round quarterbacks. And I bet you there's like 75% busts in those 6, out of just first rounders only. Darnold. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, Crispy said Johnny Manziel. I mean, I don't even know if it's Johnny Manziel vibes. Because I don't know his like work ethic or anything. The thing about Johnny that he knew wasn't going to carry him, it was his work ethic. Like he was living all off of his talent, man. And when you get to when you get to this level, when you're talking about the one, the the 1% of the top 1% of like athletes to ever play any sport, it's like your work ethic has to be top tier as well. Has to be. Yeah, dude, that was so whack, man. That was so whack, man. I'm glad he likes to punch on people. He picked the right guy to punch on because he didn't punch back too much. And Jesse said, "Where do you get the hats from, boss?" It's a company called Grassroots out of California. And Brown said also got to consider the off the field shit. Yeah, who wants that headache? I mean, bro, we're talking about being I guess almost 20 years removed from Tebow, right? I mean, I guess it seems like that. 2008 was that when it was? I can't. What year was it? Oh well, no, he was yeah, but I'm talking about when he first came in. Like people didn't want him because he was a child of God, and they didn't want the media asking him about his religious affiliation. Okay, can you imagine? Every question is going to be about gambling. Like, come on. How's he going to be able to handle that? Remember Ryan Leaf? Do you know how talented Ryan Leaf was? Dude, the dude had a mental breakdown because he couldn't handle playing on the worst team that he had ever played on in his life. And he started doing hella Vicodin and shit. And then he went off on that reporter and like that was like in his first year. I feel like halfway through his first year, and like, dude, he could not handle the media after that, like at all. So I guess we'll see how mentally tough he is. Because I'm pretty sure like his lawyer was crying like he was the victim in all this. But it is kind of ass backwards, how much money the NFL in general makes off of, gambling and, the ESPN gambling, just everything involves gambling. But everyone is addicted to gambling, and you expect these guys to only make underground like bets. That's the only way, because it's gonna happen either way. All these dudes bet. Why they would bet on like DraftKings or some shit like that is beyond me, but dude, I mean, it's getting to that point. I always find myself taking more offense in the top 15 rounds and just trying to get those extra. It could be if they hit, yeah, for sure. Because yeah, even that got kind of lucky that a Roquan Smith and TJ Watt went like above Sweshinger and Brooks. Uh-oh. 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 Let's see. Is Brown gonna snipe? Nope, because this ain't an IDP. Drew, yeah, coming through with the super chat. Let's go. $10 super chat from Drew. You the man. And Drew's gonna be one of the guys in Vegas. Dude, it's gonna be awesome, man. I wonder in our draft, would he be ballsy enough in a $600 league to go 4 quarterbacks in a row? It's not best ball, but I wonder. Dude, we're gonna smoke a bowl right now, and we're about to do a fat dab in your honor, bro. Yeah, let me know. Let me know a song that you want to play, Drew. And if you don't have one, I can play one of Jamie's 420 Crew songs. Oh, you didn't get ballsy enough to go 4 IDP in a row, huh? Yeah, he's probably not making it to the next turn. That's for sure. And Tyler on TikTok, he said, "Do you like Bowers and Genty on the same team, or do I move Bowers for Loveland?" Well, if I'm gonna have two guys from the same team, if they're top tier at their position, I'm not worrying about them being like both on the same NFL team because they're top tier in fantasy. So no, I would not try to move Bowers for Loveland because I feel like that's just a downgrade anyways. Because I feel like both healthy, Bowers is going to outproduce Loveland, even though Loveland should be really good. Yes, sir, Tyler. Thanks for coming through. Hit the follow if you haven't hit it yet. I'll be your best resource for fantasy this year. Trust me. I only think that's if injury comes for Bowers, which it's not like it can't. I mean, he's already gotten hurt. So, oh, Papa Tex put in his queue. I know he did because Cedric Gray would not get taken there. That's for sure. Bro, what? What? Yeah. You need to move him way. What do you have him as? He needs to be top 5 on your list, or at least somewhere around there. If not total, at least at linebacker. Oh shit, let's go. He said let's go with regulated. Nah, it's way too low. Go look at what he did last year. Go look at how consistent he was. And that's one that I know I got on the 420 crew playlist already because fire song. And you know what? I may have him higher for I may have him higher for dynasty is what it is, and on why I have him that high. Probably dynasty, yeah. But this is assuming that he improves a little bit also as a young stud in the NFL. No. If the offense is worse, that actually makes him better because the more time of possession that the defense has or that the offense doesn't have is the more time that the defense is on the field where they're getting tackles. Yeah. Pretty much never left the field. And like this is his 3rd year. Cause why have the Browns inside linebackers been notoriously good for the last 20 years ever since I've been playing fantasy football? Always. Same reason. Yeah, for redraft, like because I guess those rankings that I even put definitely for dynasty, not for redraft. And I probably should work on some redraft dynasty rankings. I just hate rankings, as you guys know. But yeah, I feel like a guy like him for sure is going to be in my top 10 somewhere, even if it is around 10. But I usually separate also like I would have DLs separate from LBs if I was doing those rankings just cuz makes it easier on me. See my homie Nate. Yeah. You guys hear it in the chat? Brown said I got Gray in my top 5. I drafted him round 25 in some early ass drafts. Nice. Nice. Yeah, for sure. Because like when it was like super early, I mean his ADP is a little bit higher now, but like, dude, he was like one of those 999 guys, like the guy's ranked 999 and he's in there with retired players and players that never even touched the field. And it's crazy how bad the ADP is for IDP. Yeah, definitely. Dude, look at that IDP run. Was that like 9? Mojo. Nice. Brown, nice. What game? What game is on right now? Get high like every day. Crispy said, "Take Tony." You will regulate. Oh yeah, can anybody hear the song? I don't know. Send it to me. Was it the one that you sent me on? Oh, Drew said he couldn't hear it. All right, we're gonna play it again. And so I guess it. Like, let me Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-oh. Brown said you sniped him on dubs. Nice. He said Brazil's playing right now. He took Boston. All right, tell me if you guys could hear it now. I just started it. Brazil 3-0 versus Haiti. Let me know, chat. Let me know. Drew said no music. Shit, shout out to Frizzy Fran who just jumped in on TikTok. All right, where is it? Here we go. Let's see.
Dominators. We dominated and still none of these best balls. We're damn good too. But you can't be any geek off the street. You gotta be handy with the stack if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Earn your keep. It was a fresh, clean board, a fresh draft room. Fantasy G was on the app, trying to consume some value for the league so I can build my squad. Rolling on my pod, feeling all of those. Hit the underdog side of the best ball scene. On a mission trying to find Mr. Fantasy G. Seen a room full of drafters, ain't no need to tweet. All your managers know what's up with that fantasy. Well, we'll hook the late round on my 0 RB deal. Some brothers reaching early, so I said, let's do this. I jumped in the draft and said, what's up? Some fools took my sleeper, so I said, I'm stuck.
We heard you say you're stuck in this draft. Drew said, bro, can't wait for Vegas. It's going to be so fucking fun.
I can't believe they taking on my league. Well, they took my stack, they took my quarterback. I looked at the board, said, damn, what's next? They got my homie hemmed up and they all around. Can't none of them beat them if we going pound for pound.
Frizzy friends that have to wait till next week to draft. No worries, bro. You're good. You're good. So gotta get ready for Father's Day weekend at the beach. Let's
I
get
can't
it.
believe it's happening in my own league now. If I had rings and no buys, let me contemplate. I glance at the app and I see my homie draft.
Got 10 in the bench and 1 in the flex. Draft dog is about to make some rosters turn cold. Now they dropping and yelling. It's a tad bit late. Draft dog and
Matt said, which side you taking? Pickens, Javante, or Swift and Jefferson? Probably the Jefferson side. I gotta admit, this shit is dope. This shit is tight, man. Hell yeah, it is.
Now draft dog got the sleepers, and that's a known fact. Before I got sniped, I was on the same track. Back up, cause it's on. Draft dog and me, the fantasy G.
Just like I thought they were in the same spot in need of some desperate help, but draft dog and the G spot were in need of something else. One of them quarterbacks was sexy as hell. I said, ooh, I like your arm.
He said my line broke down and you seem real nice. Would you let me start? Would you let me start? I got a roster full of studs and it's going real swell. The next stop is the DraftKings Showdown.
Into a whole new era. Best ball steps to this side there. 0 RB on a whole new level. The stack is the anchor, and the anchor is the ceiling. Ships, we bringing titles.
Big wins.
Where the draft is life, and life is the draft.
If you know like I know, you don't want
Drew, text me your email, and I'll forward you the email.
Like I draft and you're winning every day, and if your team is a buster, underdog will dominate. We dominating, he's stealing of this best ball, and we're damn good too.
That was tight. Sick. I mean, Drew said it was so good. He asked me to email it to him. So yeah, man. Devo, what up, bro? Thanks for the super chat, brother. Just did a dab. We're about to double it up because of you, man. You the man. Yeah. and Drew said, "Fucking tit, Jamie." Yeah, for sure, dude. Definitely titties. Yeah, because here's what I'm gonna say. I mean, I'm no music connoisseur by any means. So, like, if people are gonna nitpick the beat or nitpick every fucking lyric, that's just not even how I'm listening to it. Hearing shit with fantasy involved and knowing it was a real fantasy degenerate who put the bars together, like real recognize real. That shit was tight. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Nice. Yeah, bro. What are you doing for the visuals? Or are you even gonna have any visuals? Okay. Yeah.
Yo,
And here goes the hit
it's that
list at
smoke
Jimmy's
session fire.
request.
420 crew in the building. We about to light up these fake fantasy fools. Heart starters, more like heart stoppers. Straight clowns. Grab your blunt. Let's hit 'em up. First off, fuck your crew in the clique. You claim fantasy phonies when we spittin' that flame. Your bogus ass bogus kitty cats playing games. Neon cocks pissing, but y'all straight lame. We the 420 kings rolling deep in the haze. Dissing y'all weak vibes, set the league ablaze. Hit 'em up, light 'em up quick. 420 taking shots, y'all can't handle this shit. Step a bogus, think you running the field. Booger nose faker, your picks get peeled. We drafting legends while you chasing ghosts. Kitty scratch fever, but your claws ain't close. Neon cock strutting, feathers all fake glow. We puffing that real, watch your empire blow. Heart starters, nah, y'all barely beating. We eating waivers while y'all straight retreating. Talk big on pies, but your
There we
stats all
go.
cat.
Dab for you,
420
Devo.
hustling,
Let's get
put
it.
your fools on the map. Wait, nah. On the scrap, you claiming the throne. We smoking your crown.
There we go. Drew said, now we got to get in here some Snoop and Dre, some West Coast. Yeah. Yeah, Jamie, you know what you got to do? A remix to Ain't Nothing But a G Thing, and it ain't nothing but a fantasy thing. That'd be so sick. Did you? if you did, I haven't heard that song yet.
Bogus predictions, booger wipes on the mic. We rolling that green, y'all choking on hype. Fantasy queen, we cooking y'all slow. Puff past the torch, watch your eagles explode. Hard to what? Y'all the starters get benched. 420 elite, your crew get rich. We trade block bosses, y'all waiver wire scrubs. Neon flash trash, kitty claws in the mud. Booger boy busted, your flow all congested. We inhaling victory, y'all straight reject. Yeah, that's right, we coming for the neck. 420 smoke clouds, y'all catching the wreck. No peace, no truce, this eternal flame. Hit 'em up style, putting holes in your game. First off, fuck your crew in the clique, you claim fantasy.
Big Bando, what up, bro? The other one that you were on earlier, that's the one where most people hang out. The horizontal one. This is the one for the cell phone where a lot of new people come find us though. So if it looks different, that's why.
420 crew out. Chalk lines where your heart used to be. We the real MVPs. Y'all ain't even leaving.
There we go. Made it back over here. Big Bando said, Dynasty, would you trade Chase Brown, Pittman, and Denzel Boston for Amon Ra? Hell yeah, man.
That's the price. And when the smoke clears,
All that's left is your soul on clearance. Half off, no bias, just silent.
TJ, you the man. Thanks for throwing that super chat on Zelle. Let me know if there's a specific Jamie song that you want to hear or any song in general. Throw it in. You the man. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do a big dump, dude. Do like 2 songs a day or like something like that, 2-3 songs a day. Yeah, go on the other one. Do it on the other one. Oh, some Busta Rhymes. All right. Do you really want to party with me? Yeah, it's fine. That's one of the Noble likes that one too. I mean, how could you not? And it's the put your hands where my eyes could see, right? That's what it is, right? Yeah. Do you really want to party with me? Put all your hands where my eyes could see. So, like, okay. So he said, what would you give up for each? Like, what would I like? Like, what would we give up picks wise? Like picks wise? I mean, dude, a guy like Rice is still worth like a first rounder. I mean, Olave is too. I mean, guys like that still might be like worth more than one first rounder. You savages. Brown just threw in a $10 super chat. He said, dab, let's go.
Let's get Chinese out.
I'm sure. I'm sure he has. He's no rookie. I hate drafting next to Brown. Get off my Kool-Aid, motherfucker. Here we go. And Brown said Jamie really hate Diggs in the 20th. He said Day lands on Washington. Wait, what? He went to Washington? He landed? I didn't even. Okay, he said he's open to it. He's not ruling it out. Okay, that didn't happen, right? He didn't go anywhere yet, right? It's just speculation. Brown. All right. Well, just because I'm partial to this song.
Yeah. 420.
This is like the OG Jamie song from me.
Blood choke.
Hell yeah.
Drop a super chat. I'll hit a fat ass dab.
Especially since a couple super chats have been dropped for some fat ass dabs.
420 crew. Let's get elevated.
Yeah, roll that blunt, light that
screen. It's the 420 crew, fantasy football supreme. The 420 hustler, every line full blown. Alex the hustler, turn the mic to a throne.
Yeah, every 4 ball. Straight out of Vegas, name is Alex the Dawn, fantasy hustler. Drafted till dawn, Patreon popping. The crew runs deep, savages grind. No time for sleep. Dynasty redraft, superflex, best ball, IDP tournaments. Yeah, we run them all. 420 network, living out the dreams. Smoke sessions live, YouTube streams. Wave a wide rip, start sitting, no delay. Grind never stops, that's the hustler way. Ricky Williams rolled through, blunt in his hand, talking Heisman runs in that South Beach brand. It's the 420 hustler, motherfuck the rest. IDP ranking, stack on the best. Linebacker point sacks, tackles for loss. We count every stat while we chief and we boss. It's the 420 hustler, motherfuck the rest. IDP rankings, Zach Bond the best.
Oh yeah, Cali Jam says tracks fire.
We count every stat while we chief and we boss. Sunday watch parties, game day lit in the crib. Big screens, big buds, big bets on the rib. Vegas live drafts, MGM sweet with the crew. Smoking on that Zaza, drafting with the crew. Hustlerpod.com, merch links, the whole scene. Fantasy Savage badge, if you join the machine. IDP, best ball tuning, entries running strong. Draft deep rounds, pray your defense don't go wrong. Roquan Smith, Parsons, Warner in the mix. We stacking those tackles like bricks on bricks. Dynasty stardoms, rookie draft in June. Fantasy fights under a full Vegas moon. It's got Apple Pod, Spotify, Red Circle 2, 1,000 episodes. We're coming for you at FF Hustler 420, tweeting fire takes.
Drop that bum ass running back. Go get Jake
Ferguson, that is free tier. Patreon still get the smoke. Pay tier, get leagues where the real ones choke. Opponents with knowledge, not just luck and prayer. We study them tapes while we float in the air. 420, hustler, IDP, we the motherfucking crushers. 420, hustler,
I see you, Jamie,
we the motherfucking
talking shit about me
crushers.
drafting Judy last time, and then you take him here in the 23rd. Probably the 21st or 22nd. That's all the difference, huh? The 23-1 is good. Got you, Drew. Whoa. And what does it say? He said, this is McConkey's year breakout. He said they want to run two wide receiver sets and Ladd on the shorter routes. He's going to finally be in that Keenan Allen role. He said he's not a number one. He said Herbert's best season, 2026. What would it take for Herbert to have his best season? 5,000 yards and 35, 40 touchdowns? Right? Yeah. Because, he's already thrown 30 before, right? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. He's got to get at least a few over that. But I'm with it, man. I hope so. Dude, I got Ladd in some of these drafts. I got Ladd in dynasty leagues. I would love to see it. I got Herbert in a handful of places too. So, man, I really hope so. The Chargers are going to fail in the playoffs like they always do. But I hope they have a really good regular season for fantasy. Yeah, and Brown said probably took him in the 19th, Jamie. I might have, I've taken him sometimes in the 19th, just being like, do I even want any of these IDP guys, or should I just go offense? Brown did the research and he said it was 22nd confirmed. See, I took him took him pretty much the only place that I couldn't even take him at the 13-1. Yeah, that was the last one too. Yeah, at the 22-6. So if you were in that draft, you wouldn't have even made it to me at the 13-7 because that would have been my next pick. Thanks for doing that research, Brown, because I knew I was right. And even if I was wrong, I'm still right. Like on Get Rich or Die Trying. Remember the Terrence Howard when he's like, when I'm right, I could, even if I'm wrong, I could have been right. So it doesn't matter because I'm right. When he was talking about killing killing the dude, and he was.
Yeah, that's the fuck I'm talking about. We have your motherfucking record company surrounded. Put down the candy and let the little boy go. You know what I'm saying? Punk motherfucker.
Biatch.
Nah, he's not. He's always in the chat. Yeah, I don't understand it either. Who is that? Who is that? Brown said he also wants a trade. Wants a grade for AK. Oh, for Acro. All right. Yeah. Yeah, Drew, you still in the chat? You still in the chat, Drew? We'll get you in the mix also. Yeah, I'm curious how his how his would play out also. Yeah, but hold on. We're gonna go with Smokey. Whoops. All right. Smokey went crazy on the running backs, but how about the quarterbacks with Mahomes and Knicks? I'm gonna say, well, actually, and Cousins is in the mix also because he's drafted in the 10th round. Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna say same thing, B or a B plus, and if I'm ever on the fence like that, I usually just grade it down. So we'll give it a B. Is Arby's, CMC, Genty, J Love. I mean, so getting J Love as a third, like getting him as a flex instead of an RB 1 or 2. I mean, it seems a lot better. And then Bucky also. I'm calling it an A. I don't think I can give it an A plus, but I'm calling it an A. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because the wide receiver tight ends here, Evans, Tyson, Pitts, and Ferguson would all be in that would be in the starting spots. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, I'm gonna call it like Ferguson's nice, Pitt's nice as like flex guys, but just I mean, I see you got Reed and you got Higgins, but I'm just saying, like going into the season with Evans and Tyson as your top two, nah, man, you don't. That's just something we don't really want to do. Not saying don't draft rookies, but you should have drafted someone who's a little bit more solidified there than Tyson because you waited to draft wide receivers. If it was, what'd you say? If it was Evans and who? Yeah, yeah, because I'm giving it a C. So it kind of it like completely in my eyes, it completely counterbalances your running back, like how valuable your running backs were. Because in this case, you're gonna like gain as many points and lose as many points. But let's see. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. And so IDP, Quay Walker, N'Kobe Dean, Jihad Campbell. Oh, he got in the zone with the anal zone.
Get in the zone.
And Bane. Man, I would just try to keep Bane out of your top 5. I just would. I don't know if Henry H2O, that was the next IDP guy that you got. I don't know if that really would make the grade necessarily better, but yeah, just guys like that make me a little nervous. Like Abdul Carter last year, I mean, he's the hyped rookie who's getting drafted, probably even higher than you drafted Bane here, and it didn't work out like fantasy wise. But I do like your top 2. I mean, those guys are like, I would say fringe top 12 at the linebacker position. I don't know how close I haven't actually done my rankings, but I feel like those guys are like really solid LB2s. And I like both of those guys. They're like B plus like guys. Jihad Campbell and Anal Zone, they're kind of like B minus guys, and then Bane's probably like a C plus guy. Just kind of giving the kind of how I would grade them individually. So I think it kind of all evens out, I think, to like, I feel it's like a B or a B minus. And since I'm like grading down, we're going to give it a B minus. So all in all, this would end up being, so B for the QB, A for the running backs, which is an up 3, but then you got a C for the but then you got a C for the wide receiver tight end, so that kind of even that out. And then you got a B minus, which makes you a down 1 overall. So it's still a B. It's an 84 total. Solid. Could have been a little better though. Could have been a little better. All right, let's see. What did you say? Mob Deep Quiet Storm. Okay. Oh, we just said Justin Gaethje. And it was the UFC main event. Oh, that's what it was. You know what? That was like one of the only fights that I didn't watch because I think I was streaming and then I had to get off the stream at that point. And then I just stopped watching it. So that's what it was. Okay. Yeah, I mean the whole event was pretty good though. I mean, as far as the fighting goes, the whole vibe of the place. I don't know. I feel like I'd stick out in that place like a sore thumb if it was me. All right, let's see. Quiet Storm. Mob Deep. Oh, Kim, what? Let's see. I don't think that's the song title, Drew. He said, Little Kim, what? Yeah, there's one that came up. It's like Big Mama something. The title's kind of cut off, but Sam said Kittle's still going in the second round. No. I'm zoomed out right now. No. He went in the 11th round. Okay. Oh wait, we didn't do the IDP yet. Okay, here we go. So he's up 1 going into the IDP. Brooks, Landman, Olakun, Burns, and Eric Wilson. I'm gonna give that an A minus. That's really solid. So that would I'd put it up 2. So 88 total. And Sam said, whew. Yeah, yeah, we were looking at his IDP, his defensive players. That's why he was down there. No, drafted in the 11th round, very late, already amongst the bench players. Okay, Big Mama thing. Okay, so that's what actually came up. But yeah, one. Let's see him. Yeah. You the man, Drew. Said y'all killed it tonight. Hell yeah. And Drew said he killed me on the draft, but music A plus plus. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Crispy said for the tranny loving crew. We're playing no Vaseline. You know what's so funny is if you guys have been around for a while, there was this girl, quote unquote chaotic, who was this supposed girl that worked at Disney World who was a hairdresser or some shit. And she ended up being a black dude from Florida. And all these guys were like sexting her and shit. And so like Kiddo was literally sexting her for like half a year. Like we were still like kind of friends when he was like, I think she might be a guy. And like you could go like look, and if like you were in the Discord server with us, like you could see the Discord, and now it's linked to a black guy in Florida. Before it was like some Latina chick in Florida. So funny. So this one's for them. Dang. All right, we killed them. You guys remember on the Straight Outta Compton after they were listening to us, they finally cut it off. They're, man, motherfucker got us, man. So fucking pissed. You know, that was Ice Cube's input. He was like, make him look hella salty. Make him look hella salty. Uh-oh, don't fuck up. Uh-oh. Not even any IDP guy? How many do you have? Okay. Okay. That's not too bad. Got the backup for Hertz. Yeah. Got some Hertz insurance. That's not a bad idea. Yeah. Whoo. As long as it's in week 17, right? It could happen. Yeah. Uh-oh. Brown, make sure you catch up with us. Hit the live button because we don't have any music planned anymore. Gonna get ready to shut this thing down. Dude, Jamie, you're the man. So what was that gummy? Does it say on it how many milligrams it was? Dude, fuck yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so you're fucked. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. Hell yeah, dude. This was fun. This is a fun draft to watch. Dude, definitely a bunch of heavy hitters in this one. And yeah, we got another one tomorrow. I'm gonna go post that link in the draft right now. And we may like if everyone's down, we may draft like 2 hours earlier. I mean, if we could fill like a 4 o'clock West Coast time, I mean, I want to just kind of keep inching it up because it seemed like it was kind of hard to fill that like 12 o'clock West Coast time, or just it was a little tougher. But yeah, would anybody be down to draft at like 4 o'clock West Coast time? That's 7 o'clock. And then we're still gonna draft at we're still gonna draft at 9 o'clock, but we're trying to double dip it. Yeah, and have it separate so like people might want to double dip and it'll be a little easier. And Callie Jam said the drinking grades are the best. Yeah, It's gonna be right at 420 for this one, and with 420, there's gonna be a $13,000 first place winner. $13,000. What? What are you buying, Jamie? What are you buying? I'm ready to hear it. Well, there we go. Here we go. There you go. Hey, Crispy said, appreciate the donations, guys. Fucking Crispy. Fucking Crispy. All right. I think it's about that time. We're going to shut everything down here. What else do we got?